Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first style snack in quite some time. So many of you reached out to me over the last year or so asking about these style snacks, wondering where I went and what's been happening. And the truth is, I have been experiencing some health concerns, and I had to step back and prioritize my health and my family. And things are progressing. The doctors are finding more answers, and I am slowly, the trajectory is slowly moving up, but it's been really important that I minimize things that I could. And for the last year or so, it had to be these style snacks. But I've missed you, and I've missed our weekly chats, and so I'm really excited to be able to be here today. And I want to share a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that, well, it's style, right? It's style and helping you find your style, not somebody else's style, not Instagram style, not your best friend's style, but your style. That's my overall topic, passion project. But today, in the next several weeks, I'm going to go through 5 different twists on style. These are not the only ones. I did not invent these. They are styles that I have observed in women that are very common, and I've broken them down so that if you resonate with this style, then hopefully these details will help you. And so today we're going to talk about minimal chic style. And a conversation I have had so many times is when someone comes up to me and says, "Why are you so dressed up?" And I look down at my outfit, like the one I'm wearing today, and I say, "I'm not dressed up. I'm wearing a sweater and jeans. That's what I happen to have on today. I wear a sweater and jeans a lot." And they'll say, "No, it's not the same. You look really dressed up. Are you going somewhere? Maybe going to the grocery store or carpool or something? I don't know. Walk my dog. I'm not going somewhere special, and I'm not really wearing anything special." And this is a conversation I've had so many times, even though I really wear jeans and a t-shirt, jeans and a sweater, jeans and a button-up 3 seasons a year. And then I swap jeans for shorts or skirts in the summer. So why do they think I'm dressed for something special when the only place I'm going is to a cross-country meet? Because of my minimal chic style. And you've seen this woman before. She's sophisticated, serious, effective. She can be hard to get to know and always looks dressed up with somewhere to go, even in a sweater and jeans. Her minimal style reflects everything about her. If you've been following along for any time with me, then you know about the various twists that I've written about. And the rest of them are edgy chic, cute chic, soft chic, and sporty chic. And so we'll be talking about those in the coming weeks. And I recommend you watch all of them because learning about yours is important, but learning about the others can be just as helpful because wearing the right things is critical, avoiding the wrong things is also critical. So, what does minimal chic style say about you? Well, it says you're fuss free. Your classic style is universally appealing, but not overly embellished, and your clothes are as tailored as your preferences. Because your look is timeless, you have pieces in your wardrobe from decades ago, but no one would guess it. As an analytical thinker, your wardrobe reflects your serious side. People often ask why you're so dressed up, just like I talked about, even when you're wearing a t shirt and jeans. Your love of order means you may have a compact, coordinated, minimalist style, and that's very valuable to your lifestyle. For you, maybe a capsule wardrobe isn't a new concept. It's just what you do. It fits who you are, and it's perfect for you. Your keywords are clean and bold. And if you want your outfit to say minimal chic style, it's the details that will tell the story. Look for quality fabrics and construction, solid colors, tailored lines, neutral colors, wardrobe staples, modest cuts, bold color, timeless pieces, monochromatic or high contrast color palette, and neutrals with a pop of color. That sounds a little boring, doesn't it? In fact, the truth is, you don't actually care. I've gotten comments on my social media posts, and people will say, "Your style is really boring." And I'll say, "I know, boring's kind of my favorite." But for those of you who hear the siren call, you'd sum it up in 2 words: practically perfect. And if you hear it too, keep listening, and I will show you how to make it perfect for you. And as we're going along, please leave your comments and your questions, and I will answer them at the end when we get to chat, which is always my favorite part. So let's talk about classic details in your clothes. Quality fabrics and construction matter to you because you love to buy and keep items for years. You may be a perfectionist and a critical thinker, and you'll be uncomfortable in a top with stripes that don't line up at the seams, for example, crooked seams, or items that fall apart after a season. You are a precision person, and if your clothes don't have precision as well, it sends the wrong message. Not only do you value the time and expertise that goes into a job well done, and you recognize that in the clothes you buy, but you value your own time. And having to replace poor quality items on a regular basis is frustrating. This means you're more likely to choose investment pieces that will last for years. And that is one reason you have a minimal style. What others would call limited, you call efficient and high quality, and you're willing to pay full price for the perfect item. Solid colors are easy to mix and match, provide a streamlined look, and can be repeated often without drawing attention to your selective wardrobe. Wearing solid colors also limits the stimulation in your environment. And I always say, when I cannot control the chaos going on around me, I can control the chaos on my body. And I will reflect that by wearing, say, black, a column of black, minimizing the color or the patterns. So let me show you a few examples of some minimal chic outfits. These aren't fancy. I'm wearing a sweater and jeans. In first one, that's actually a sweatshirt. That leopard top is a French terry sweatshirt and stretchy ankle pants. In the middle, I've just got on a t-shirt and a cotton skirt, a comfy sweater, and those are actually really stretchy, comfortable pants. In the fourth picture, a t-shirt and jeans. On the fifth picture and the last picture, a sweater and jeans. It looks fancy, but it's not. Tailored lines in your clothing are more than a preference, it's a need. And to pull this look off, fit is everything. It's your number one accessory. Otherwise, you'll look and feel boring. So take the time to go to the tailor and make each piece look like it was custom made for you. It's worth every penny. Having to secure your clothes when you move distracts from your tasks. Once you put your clothes on, you don't want to think about them again or have them draw your attention. Anything that interrupts your thoughts is too high maintenance. That is also your definition of comfort. It doesn't draw your attention. It's not distracting. Neutral colors are home base for you, especially black and navy, which feel perfect for any situation, but also white, denim, camel, cognac, gray, any neutrals that you love. And I'll be honest, no one loves an all black look like a classic chic style woman. These are some perfect examples of what I'm talking about. Neutrals on neutrals, columns of neutrals, stacked neutrals, neutrals. And if you feel it too, let me know in the comments. Most of your minimal chic style consists of what many would call foundational or staple pieces, like a white tee, dark wash jeans, pencil skirts, button-up blouses, a blazer, a denim jacket, trench coat, ballet flats, black purse, black jacket, black anything really. Neutrals, neutrals, neutrals. And when buying a basic item, especially an investment piece, you tend to avoid any trendy details that will date that item, and you usually choose a neutral color. If you're anything like me, you don't care so much about the latest trends. You buy what flatters you, what makes you feel amazing, and leaves you feeling confident. You know the difference between classic and fad clothing items. This does not mean you don't like trends and don't incorporate trends. You just choose wisely. You don't wear them all, and you incorporate the ones that work for you and your style. You probably have items in your closet from last decade that are just as stylish now as they were back then. And they are in impeccable condition because you chose a quality item and you take excellent care of your belongings. Your preference for modest cuts in clothing doesn't really have to do with personal beliefs, but more in a tendency not to be flashy. And showing a lot of skin can feel flashy. If you do choose an item that shows more skin, you tend to pair it with items that offer more coverage or have a looser fit to get that contrast. If you wear a spaghetti strap tank top with a low cut, you likely won't pair it with a mini skirt because that would draw too much attention and make you feel uncomfortable. And this picture of Victoria Beckham is the perfect example. She's showing some skin up top, but she's wearing something a little looser and more coverage on the bottom to provide that balance. You may or may not love wearing black, but you can't ignore the fact that fashion's favorite shade never goes out of style. And it tends to be the foundation of a minimal chic style wardrobe. When you do wear color, you tend to go big or go home. And it can come in small doses, like a pop of color, in a bold lip, a colorful shoe or bag, maybe a sweater paired with an otherwise neutral outfit. If you did an inventory of your closet, your favorite pants are probably navy or black with an excellent fit, comfortable but structured, easy to care for, and classic in style. And you can see here a few examples of a variety of pops of color, and that there's a lot of neutrals and staples going on in these outfits. Most of your tops are tailored, structured, skim your body, but aren't so tight that you can see the outline of what you had for lunch today. If it's a tee, it's a fairly substantial fabric that holds its shape. Nothing floppy, drapey, flimsy, or in any way sloppy looking, especially the collar. Preferred jackets are usually blazers, classic leather jackets, trenches, or denim jackets. Your favorite pattern is actually solids. But if you do choose an actual pattern, your top choices will be stripes, window pane, or a large plaid with only 2 colors in it. If you're feeling really wild, you might go for a large houndstooth. You probably prefer small doses of pattern, um, and you aren't likely to mix patterns. You may go longer periods of time wearing solids before you reach for another pattern. And these are not absolutes, these are just general guidelines. Dressy clothes and formal looks are your favorite, but your casual look is always perceived as dressier because of the color palette. Neutrals always look dressier. The quality, structure, and the tailored fit of your clothing. And honestly, it has a lot to do with how you carry yourself too. The best fabrics will be natural fabrics that are structured and hold their shape. Their posture is as excellent as yours. Broadcloth cotton, linen, denim, chambray, wool, cashmere, dupioni silk, leather. When you go for knits, you love thicker, heavier versions like ponte knits because they're thick and structured. You may not like layers because they can feel fussy, excessive, and restrictive. And I'm curious, did your mom have to fight you to wear a coat as a kid? Did you shiver instead of adding a jacket? Does the idea of layering a sweater over another shirt feel smothering? My mom, she still hates wearing coats. And my sister was the same way. She'd stand at the bus stop holding her coat and freezing. Simple accessories are your staples if you accessorize at all. For some minimal chic style women, any accessories can feel fussy, but for those of you who do wear them, you're more likely to choose small stud or huggy hoop earrings, delicate chain necklaces, and probably no bracelets unless you can find one that stays put on your arm. Instead of a bracelet, you might like a shiny metal watch that's fitted to your wrist so it never moves. Because the process of taking them on and off every day can feel fussy to you, you may prefer simple accessories you can sleep, shower, swim, and run in. If you're married, you may even favor a plain, thin wedding band. Diamond stud earrings, a delicate chain with a small pendant that has significant meaning, a plain anniversary band, and a watch are excellent everyday choices. The idea of a signature piece of jewelry is very appealing. Shiny metals, nothing dull, edged, hammered, or dingy, are your favorites. You love sunglasses because they make you feel invisible and able to observe the world around you without having to acknowledge eye contact. Tell me if you've done that. If you can't see my eyes, then you can't see me at all. For purses, you gravitate toward black, shiny, or high sheen leather with minimal embellishment, structured. It holds its shape when it's empty and it stands up on its own like a good little soldier. A great bag is something you're often willing to invest in if you can afford it because it will go with everything. It will always be stylish and it will last forever. Ideal shoes for you are ballet flats, pumps, sneakers, T-strap sandals, loafers, basically the classics, but they'll be simple in style with little embellishment, often neutral or a great option for a pop of color, high quality, and nothing trendy about them like a super extended toe box, a funky heel shape, or a weird vamp. Makeup is simple and elegant. Truthfully, you may not like makeup, but if you do, you could prefer a bold lip or a nice neutral lip. For every day, you will either go for a natural look, and in the evening, you may like a bold look. Hairstyles need to be out of your face, fuss-free, Sleek, shiny, you may prefer smooth or controlled curl. Even your ponytail is sleek and smooth, and you probably don't do messy top knots. You like a defined hairstyle, something usually with blunt, like a defined line, and a blunt edge somewhere on your head, like in the bangs or at the ends of your hair. So you might be asking yourself, wait a second, where's the personality? Where did I go? Well, the minimal chic style wardrobe can come across as old, dated, frumpy, stodgy, and boring if you're not careful. And if you feel like that, then what may be missing is to work on keeping your wardrobe up to date and modern, though classic, through the right details. So if you feel mostly classic, but something's missing, I'm going to be sharing, like I said, the rest of the Chic Style Twists in the next few weeks. So you should join me for that for sure. But some women really do prefer a purely classic wardrobe, and it feels absolutely perfect for them. And for others of you, this may be just the foundation of your wardrobe, and you may prefer to add other details. And most of us are not just one twist, because we're complex creatures. And so I like patterns. I have some edgy in me, I have some soft in me. Sometimes I wear a lot of color, like the second picture. Not very often, but it happens. The mood strikes me. Sometimes I do get into the patterns or a pop of color in my shoes, and you'll see those edgy and soft details show up. But at my core, I am truly minimal chic. And the key for every outfit is that be the foundation. It's really all about balance. We just covered a lot of options for wearing this minimal chic style. And if you want to add a little something more, it may be in the tiniest detail. It might be a neat structured bow on your ballet flat or your purse. And that is all the cute, chic, your classic style might need. It might be a triangle stud earring, and that's all the edginess you may need to show. The trick is to pick and choose one or two small and simple details to add in. And it might only feel right on certain days. If it feels false, costumey, or silly at all, you've gone too far with the extra details, and you can take it off and see if you feel some relief. Just one piece at a time, or maybe that one was too big. And you might be happiest in a strict minimal chic classic style. And that's perfect for you. And that's all that matters. But if it feels almost perfect, then there might be something else missing from the other twists. Only you will know the perfect balance. Do you feel too silly? Do you feel too aggressive? Is the drape distracting? Would you rather read a book than go on a hike? Do you feel like an extra from a movie set? Start with one extra detail in your outfit and see if you want more. Some women feel better and more, some can only take so much, and some don't want any at all. And it can also depend on the day. It's very personal, and what you need can also vary from day to day. If you are on my email list, and if you're not, you really should be, you'll get an email later today when this blog post goes up, and I will take you through 9 different outfit examples of classic minimal chic in action and break them down for you so that you can see how this is applied. Hold on one second. I gotta fix my camera. Okay. Sorry about that. I had a little camera issue. So that will give you a breakdown of how you can see these in action and get more examples. And I break it down for you so that you can see what and why. I really enjoyed this. I've missed you all, and this is something that I'm excited to be able to come back and do again. And as always, chatting with you at the end is my very favorite. So let's get to the comments. And if you have questions or comments, go ahead and leave them here in the comment section, because like I said, talking to you is my favorite part. Brenda says, practically perfect. I love it. The P word is my favorite. Perfect. Perfection's not possible. I'm a recovering perfectionist. Done is better than perfect, but every now and then, if somebody throws out the P word at me, I do get a little flutter in my heart. Linda says exactly to something. Brenda loves bold pops of color. Sharon says, for years, I wore all black most of the time, but I had my colors done in March and was analyzed as a summer. Unfortunately, black is not in my summer palette. I'm trying to transition to dark navy, but it's just not the same. Sharon, I can understand. Black has been set up as this ideal of chic style, and it only works for women with a winter color palette. But in dark navy is a great option for you. Something you may prefer instead is a deep charcoal, a dark charcoal color. Could be that perfect transition for you. I love deep charcoal. It really doesn't love me back. And I stopped wearing it some years ago, but try that and see if that helps. Brenda says, absolutely, my pants are primarily neutral. I know, I went through a phase of trying to wear colored pants because they look so great on other people. And I've just finally realized if I'm going to wear colored pants, they're dark neutrals, like brown. I love brown, or a light. Like I have some dark olive corduroys that I really like. I have those pants I showed you in this this picture right here. They're a deep burgundy. I love those. I wear those a lot. But I did go through a season of trying to wear like red and purple, and I just can't do it. I just don't. It doesn't work for me. I love how it looks on other women. I just have finally accepted every time I'm tempted. Brenda says jackets, yes. Karan says very true. Deborah says, one of my earliest memories was fighting not to wear a snowsuit when I was about 4. I felt trapped even though I hated to be cold. Later, I fought not to wear a slip. Too many clothes for a first grader. Yes, I mean, so my mom's rule, because she hates to wear coats, was my sister had to take the coat. She did not have to wear it. And so she would have the coat wrapped around her arms. It'd stand there and shivering. We were little. And whatever it is, she's old enough to put a coat on and take a coat off, and old enough to make that choice. And I have a son who's the exact same way. I buy him a coat every year. He's not required to wear it. He is required to take it with him. And I tell you, I've gotten stink eye and muttered comments from teachers and carpool ladies, but he is old enough to know and be able, that he can put that coat on if he wants to. He has it right there. And my boys, are teenagers now. I buy them jeans every school year. They don't wear them. They wear shorts to school, which but they have them. They do have to wear them in chemistry class. That's the only time they'll wear them, but they own them. They're there as an option, but they're old enough to make those choices themselves. So I get it. I can't, with the too many layers, do it. Mindy says, it's like you can read my mind. I like the examples you show. Well, Mindy, maybe I do read your mind. Or maybe we have the same mind because this is my primary chic style twist. I was writing about myself, so we're soul sisters is what I'm saying. Carol says, looking forward to the follow-up email today. Great info today. Thank you. Well, good. Be sure and check your promotions and spam folders because they can go there, and then you can drag them to your primary folder. Make sure that they're marked to go there so you don't miss it. It'll go out later today. And then I can't always see your comments. Sometimes it just shows me Facebook user. So I cannot see your name, but you said, thank you so much. I learn more every time I listen to your talks. Well, that is a huge compliment because I am not an influencer. I'm a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was a little girl. I used to play school. I got a minor in English. It started out as a major because I wanted to teach English. I changed my mind, but I've always loved teaching, and so this is joy. This is my joy, is sharing these things with you. So I'm glad that you enjoy it as well. Lori says, I never feel boring as a minimal chic. I don't either. I don't either. Well, no, I can. Maybe not boring. Well, is the details. My minimal details have to be right. If they're not, then I do feel boring. But Lori's nailed her style, so she never feels boring. Kayla says, April, I'm a recovering perfectionist too. It does my heart good to see your face today. Well, thank you. It does my heart good to be able to be here. I really have missed this. The teaching and the sharing, this is my very favorite part. And a recovering perfectionist, I mean, like that's a recovering anything is hard, but I still work on it, but I started several years ago. It's not my mantra. I don't remember where I heard it, but done is better than perfect. And I still have to say that to myself. Done is better than perfect because I'll sit on something for the rest of my life trying to perfect it. That email today, I could edit it 50 times and think, oh, no, it's not. Oh, I got it. And it's not a long email, right? So if that done is better than perfect, if that helps you, tape it up somewhere. Someone else said, same. I felt like a poser in bright pants. Yeah, same with pattern pants. I can't do it. But for some of you, it's like, where's my, you love colored pants as much as I love a colored top. So it's very unique. And as we go through the rest of the Chic Style Twists, if this wasn't you, you will learn about you coming up. Someone else says, I love the idea of timeless classic. I do have pieces in my wardrobe that go back decades and still look great because the style and quality were there from the beginning. Well, I would love for you to share a couple of what you got. Like, tell us, is it a coat? Is it a dress? If you want to add to the comment, I would love to know. Someone else says, I'm the opposite. I feel naked during summertime without a cardigan or a jacket. It's a long, awkward season. Summer is a long, awkward season. It's really hard. I've shared about this before. It's really hard to make interesting outfits without all the things from the other 3 seasons, and layers is a big one. The clothes are so small. There's just not a lot going on, and it can be tricky. I actually love layers, the right kinds of layers. I love jackets. I love cardigans. I love a button up under my sweater, but there's I have very specific needs when it comes to that. And sometimes it's learning how to layer or the right layers for you. And sometimes it's not, they're just not for you. Mindy says, I hate to be cold or wet. I consider my outerwear as an important part of my outfit. I learn so much each time I watch you, and it validates my choices, which makes me happy. Well, Mindy, I'm happy to validate you. That always feels good. But I also hope you know that we don't have to like the same things. And if I don't validate you, then what you think and feel is all that matters. But girl, I'll validate you any day of the week. Just let me know. As long as it's not illegal, illicit, or immoral, I am happy to back you up. And I also hate to be cold or wet. I will pile it on to keep me warm and dry. I'm with you. Carolyn says, I enjoyed everything you talked about. You look so beautiful. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, and I appreciate the compliment. Okay, those are all of the comments I see right now. I do this through a third-party streaming thing so that we get better recording. It's just better quality. But that does mean sometimes the comments don't pop up like they should. So if I missed your comment, I apologize. It was not on purpose. There's also a delay between us. But I want to thank you for joining me today. This felt really good. I'm in a good window right now with how I'm feeling, and I'm grateful for that. And so this is something I wanted to be able to bring back. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and that you're willing to spend this time with me. Next week, it will be on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which is our normal day and time. This week it had to be on Tuesday because I have some appointments tomorrow. But I hope you will join me again. Oh, hold on. Oh, and Brenda says, good to see you. Thank you. I'm glad you were here, Brenda. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful rest of your day, and join me again next week as we continue our walk through the various Chic Style Twists. Keep your eye out for that email today for when the post is live so you can see all the examples and the explanations. And if you're not on my email list, then go ahead. RJ will leave a link here so you can join my email list and you'll be able to see those examples, rewatch this video, and also read it. It's also written out in a text and see all the images again that way as well. And I will see you soon.